You are probably wondering where we are, aren't you? Unfortunately, there is not enough time for me to explain it to you now. Once you are able to strike down Ganon with the item you obtain in this castle, all will be made clear to you. Oh, trust my word, see what awaits you in the castle. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to The Wind Waker. Sorry about another cliffhanger there, but I'm not at all. So, in the last episode, we successfully got to the top of the Tower of the Gods and rang the special bell, and now we've come here to this very sepia-looking castle. So... So something's looking mighty weird here. It's all sepia and everything's frozen in place. Think on that a while, will you? In the meantime... Alright, Doctor, I'll need you to listen to me for a moment. The item you seek is somewhere in the castle. To find it, you must find the entrance to the basement. But that entrance has been blocked by a mighty threshold, firmly sealed to prevent evil from ever gaining access. Do you know where to search and what you must do to open the hidden way? You will find a clue in the shape of the heraldry near where we arrived at the castle. Unfortunately, he says that just as we're standing on the exact right place. You will see here, there are these blocks that are really annoying to move because they kind of pivot in a weird triangular kind of axis, which means that pushing them is kind of, I don't know, like, I understand how they move, but it's still kind of slightly weird that you push them from one side and they kind of rotate around the point on the opposite face to the side that you're on. I did not explain that well, but hopefully... Fortunately, I don't have to explain things that well because you can visually kind of see what I'm doing. So if you pull this one from this side, can't really see again because of the camera. Yay, I'm just going to assume I'm doing the right thing. I am. Goody. As you can see, well, you can't really see anything. What you can see now is what I'm trying to do is line these up, because there are 3 triangles. And, oh, this is a Zelda game. What do 3 triangles traditionally represent? I blink in wonder. So let's try and, not represent, just, you know what I mean, instead of represents. What do they... I don't even know what I'm saying, but either way, doesn't matter. Bloop, 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 bloop. And then... So turns out, that is your mighty seal to prevent evil from ever gaining access. If there's one thing evil hates, it's block puzzles and triangles. They'll never get past that ever. Man, people who built this place, they were extremely clever. But, you will notice a very familiar sight in the middle to anyone who's ever played a Zelda game before. This beam of light. Everyone should be familiar with light. But no, it's more than that. Excellent, Doctor. To perceive such a puzzle and decipher it is no small feat. Now, take the sword that lies before you. It is none other than the Master Sword, the blade of evil's bane. It is the only sword that can banish Ganon from the world above. And... I didn't even have to press A on it, it did it itself. I like how it's greyed out, that's cool. You cannot access this area yet. But wait! I need to stop saying but wait, I've said that too many times this episode already. Now, if you don't mind me interrupting the cutscene, this bit looks damn cool. Especially on the remastered version. Oh, I just love the way the colour floods back into it. And suddenly now, I think they've actually really, on the HD version, turned up the saturation here. Because now, compared to the kind of old, the kind of sepia version, with colour, it looks so bright and sharp now. It looks so cool. Oh, and everything's back to life as well. You know what I've been saying in the past about this game having a kind of interesting learning curve? Not that it's difficult or anything, but bear that in mind for the next bit. That's really cool as well. That's like some kind of Arthurian shit there. There's something actually in this room that I'm going to talk about in a second. But first, whop, whop, yeah! You got the Master Sword, the legendary blade with the power to repel evil, once wielded by the legendary hero himself. And it's awesome. So having the Master Sword naturally doubles our attack power anyway, which is awesome. But yes, there is stained glass around here. I'm going to go through each one in turn. For anyone who's played Ocarina of Time, they will recognise everything in it. Because that is the Triforce, of course. That is Ruto, Sage of Water. Rauru, Sage of Light, also known as an owl. Saria, Sage of Earth. Evil Pig Ganon, with more Triforcing. Darunia, who is now a fucking playable character in Hyrule Warriors. So excited about that. Then there is Impa, Sage of Shadow. Naburu, Sage of Spirit, and another Triforce. So I just kind of like they incorporate the 6 Sages into this game. Because, of course, this one didn't follow immediately from Ocarina of Time, so they wanted to have some references to that game, of course. So now, if we go back up to the upper level... That seal's behind us. But, of course, we're faced with a bit of a problem now. Because, of course, all these monsters have come back to life. And that is not so good for our long-term survival without serious intervention at the point of a sword. So, let's do that. As ever, we are fighting moblins we are fighting moblins who you should always, the first thing you should do with moblins is always grapple them to grab their skull necklaces. The same is actually true with Dark Nuts. Once their armor is off like that, I think you need their helmet off. You need to also do the shield breaker maneuver with a ow. Like so. No, not like that. Once they're disarmed enough, you can grapple their Knight's Crest off them, but you need their helmet off as well. And he's picked up a Moblin's thing. I didn't even know they could do that. That's amusing. Whoop. No, that's not going to work. Let's try. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now his helmet's off. We can successfully grapple him. Grapple him. Grapple him. There we go. And grab a Knight's Crest off him. This is what I mean about the learning curve in this game. It goes from a Dark Nut being an actual mini-boss in a dungeon to, what, 10 minutes later? 15 minutes? Then they are everywhere, and there's about 10 of them swarming you at the same time, so... Pretty furious learning curve, but hey, we're managing with it. Right, I'm just going to basically go around the castle and kill all the enemies. It's going to take a little while, so I'm going to do it on the speeder. So I will see you... Fortunately, they kill each other all the time, so it's really useful. But yes, I will see you shortly. Now, upon defeating all of them, as you can see, those electrical barriers that you may not even have noticed that were covering the doors are now no longer covering the doors, which is great. So, we can now leave. But oh no, I don't want to pick that up. You'll have noticed as well, I now have 10 Knight's Crests. If you grapple every one, you should have the same number. 10 is what we need for something, so that's good. If we try and lead through this top one, that's not the right one. Ignore me for a second, haha. I meant to lead through this bottom door. I'm a liar, apparently. Now we can see some more of the kind of this weird underwater landscape, and take a moment to consider the fact we are actually underwater. Weirdly enough, we came down from the Tower of the Gods, but you can't see it anywhere. But there are peaks that represent all the other kind of major islands around here, so that's kind of, that one's roughly where Windfall is. Then there's one over there where Dragon Roost is, which is quite clever and stuff. But if we try and leave this area, there's a deadly barrier. So that's a problem. So now we actually do need to head back to where I just was, back to the King of Red Lions, because now we have the Master Sword, so we can return to the surface and banish Ganon once and for all. So, when we approach him, he says... Don't actually say anything. There we go. At long last, our preparations are complete. You must return to me so that we can return by the same path who brought us here. The time has come for you to save your sister from her prison in the Forsaken Fortress. Hurry, Doctor! Don't know why I said return to me, I'm already at him. But anyway, if we sail back into the Magical Donut, up we go! And the donut disappears. Now, technically, yes, I did say that we can go and save Ganon, our sister from Ganon. But there's a lot more stuff we actually need to do first. So, the first thing we're going to do is head to the southeast of here, down to, no, southwest of here even, down to Southern Fairy Island. And as we approach here, on the distance, we can see a treasure chest. This is treasure chart 4, which leads us to something wonderful. If I can actually hit the damn thing, is that on top of it? Am I on it there? Yes, I am on it. I also want to take a brief moment briefly while this chest is opening to point out my regular viewers will have noticed this series has been off for about a month. Because essentially, firstly, I had problems with Piece of Heart. Don't have problems with Piece of Hearts. Piece of Hearts are great. No, I had problems where my laptop kept resetting itself constantly, so I could not record. And then the moment I got my laptop back, I was stricken with a horrendous cold, which I've had for the last 2 weeks. So I was then left also completely unable to record, which was irritating. But no, now we are going to head up to Northern Triangle Island, but we're going to head via Six Eye Reef, where I'm just going to pick up some money from a treasure chest on the way. So I will see you at Northern Triangle Island. Now, as we approach the Triangle Island, but Doctor, I hear you say, we've already been to the Triangle Island. You said that all was on there was the thing for depositing the pearl, and you'd be right, but what there is here is a cyclone. Because you remember this little bastard. Yes, he's incredibly irritating, but this is also our one chance to snap a pictograph of him. Doesn't have to be a good pictograph at all. This is, actually, it's a double thing here. This is Cyclos, but we also get Zephos with it as well, his brother. These are two light-hearted deities sibling deities who control the wind. They teach Link the Wind Requiem, and do something else as well. What else do they do? Well, let's find out. We have a bow now, which can pierce distant targets, so we can shoot the bastard up there. You've got to be quite quick to do it before you get sucked into the thing, but 3 hits, and then bam. And now I get to do a frickin' Australian accent again, which is going to be great, because remember how well that went last time with Cyclos. Right, let's get this over with. Oh my god, he's huge. That's a heck of an arm you've got there. That kind of worked, actually. And what an eye. No one's been able to spot me in there before now. You obviously have mastery of the air, and now that we've established that you're quite the Wind Waker, let's see if you can handle this. Down, right, left, up. Did you get that? Let's try again. Down, right, left, up. And just so, we learn the Ballad of Gales. That's the thing that he teaches us, which it says on the figurine. Wahoo! Now, what the fuck was that accent? In the hands of a Wind Waker like you, my adorable little cyclones will be as happy as can be. If you need to move like the wind over the ocean deeps, just call on more cyclones. Well, I guess I'll head home for now. See you on down the road. And we finally fulfilled Zephos' request when Zephos says to chastise his brother if we came across him. So, that's good for us, but now we have the Ballad of Gales, which is immensely useful, because watch, when we conduct it, a little menu appears. Specifically, the menu looks like this. And we have these various points on it, and so what we do is select any one of the points. I'm going to go for Dragon Roost Island. And then you hear the Ballad of Gales, played in full, which is also a clever version of the warping theme tune from all the Zelda games. Da 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 da. And of course the warping theme tune means warping. And here we are at Dragon Roost Island. But of course we don't actually want to be at Dragon Roost Island, obviously. We want to be 1 square over to the west at Pint Island. So I will see you there. Now, there's a couple of things we can do at Pint Island quickly. Firstly, in the distance, well, sorry, the distance is actually fairly close to me, there is a treasure chart. This is treasure chart 30, and so if we dredge it up, you can already guess what it's going to be based on the fact that I'm actually showing it to you, because it's a silver rupee if I'm not showing it to you, so the fact that I'm showing it to you means that it can only be a piece of heart. That's 2 now. Man, we have so many hearts right now, this is awesome. But there's actually some stuff we can do on the island proper, now that we've got a few more things. Technically, there's a part where you can go to the island, and I mentioned last time, when you've got bombs, you can explore further down the island. With bombs, all that you can really do is you can find some areas that have some more Jew jelly, there's a couple of joy pendants, some 20 rupees, like red rupees, but there's actually no, like, quest important items or anything in there, which is slightly daft. But you'll notice outside there's these 2 Chew statues, and they do special things if you jump on their heads. But the challenge is getting onto their head, because I'm walking into it now, but it does not always work. You just have to get it from a really weird angle. There, you jump onto this one, and 2 rupees appear, which is cool. But that's only the small one. Of course, the larger one does something way more interesting. If we manage to jump on the large one, But that's not going to work. It's deciding to not play ball. Don't worry, there's another way we can do this. There is an alternative method which involves explosives. So we simply place a bomb here, place it in front of us there, and 3, 2, 1. Can't believe that worked. But yes, standing on top of this makes a blue choo-choo appear. Grab it for some chew jelly. Got a lot of chew jelly now. Actually, we need to take that to the postry man at some point. Actually, that's going to be, I think I'll do that relatively soon, because we'll be heading to Windfall before long. But yes, that is Pint Island. That's also done there. So now we are going to head up to the... Where is it? The hell is it? Is it north and east of here, I think? Oh god, I don't even know where I'm going. Yes, north and east of here, up to the 7-Star Isles. Now, if you cast your minds about 10 episodes back, even more than that, where those gulls are circling, we fought a big octo, but of course there's nothing there now, because we killed the big octo. But what there are these 3 platforms here that we couldn't do much with before, but now we can land there, and there are things to be done here. So the central one... No, I'm going a bit faster than I expected there. Man, nice brakes you got there, kingly red lion guy. Yeah, the central one is the only one which has a ladder, so if you climb up to the top of it, this is a really weird kind of pink sunrise. A red sun rises. Blood has been spilled this night. Man, that sounds sinister. Anyway, once we're up here, an enemy will appear. One of my least favourite enemies, because, yeah, Wizrobes. Not that I don't like fighting them or anything like that, they're not particularly difficult, they just creep me out. That bye 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 sound is irritating, and the bow no sounds are just downright disturbing. But yes, you kill that one, a little thing appears. But we're not done yet, haha! 2 more Wizrobes appear. This one's fortunately right next to us, so I'm not going to bother wasting arrows on him. I'll just stab the bastard, because you can kill him in 1 jump attack, because the Master Sword does double damage now. So that's a more important looking chest that appears over there. Actually no, that's not a more important chest, that's the same chest basically. But, yeah, you thought we were done yet. Now 2 Wizrobes do appear. Have to shoot that one in the distance, or right in the face. Let's grab whatever's in there. Where's he gone now? Oh, he's over there, I can't actually lock onto him. Nope, 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 he's gone. Oh, I'm going to have to jump over there. There we go. And when we shoot him in the face, he dies. And a 3rd and final chest appeared. Now, this one is an important looking chest, because there is something in it. When we crack it open... You got treasure chart number 16. On the map screen, nope, I'm not even going to bother reading that. You know how it goes. I put up where it is, what it goes to. And we can also open these ones, because I think this has a joy pendant? Nope, 20 rupees. Can't go wrong with that. Always nice. Pleasant surprise. We have a colossal wallet now, it goes up to 5,000, so get rupees are always good. Ooh, golden feather. Don't need those, but you can sell them each one to Beetle for 50 rupees now. And because we've given them all to Hoskit, well, Hoskit's girlfriend, we don't actually need them for anything. So that's kind of cool. But anyway, now I am going to head to the south and east, down to the flight control platform. And once again, we are not stopping at the island itself, much as I love Willy and Obley. I am not stopping to say hello. In fact, there is a submarine down here, which is what I came here for, because there is something of mild use in it. It's interesting, and it's a unique item, so you do need it for 100%. It's not very useful, especially if you're going along this guide with me, but either way, there's a switch. When you press it, the lights come on. And more Wizrobes. Yeah, it turns out this is a very Wizrobe themed episode. Kill the Wizrobe and choo-choos appear. And another Wizrobe by the sounds of it. Don't know where he is, so that's making me nervous. Oh, he's up there, that's where he is. Being a fiery dick. Oh, nope, let's stab him. Yeah, that worked well. Kill this thing. I always forget you can parry against choo-choos as well. Where is he up there? Oh god, I can hear mini villains. I'd forgotten that they were at this bit. There's loads of chew jelly generally flowing around if you ever need to grab any here, but as I've said, I am dubious as to the need to buy potions on this just because Grandma's soup is free and better than any potion you could ever possibly need of any sort, red, green, or blue. But hey, let's shoot him in the face, that should kill him, kill some mini-blins, and I think that's it. Yeah, it is. I think, once again, mini-blins kind of keep coming, but you just ignore them and climb up here. Oh god! Nope, saw that one come in. There we go. Stay down, bitches. Climb up here. And, like in the other submarines, once you enter the I don't know, what is this bit? I was going to call it the helm, but submarines don't really have a helm. But, either way, the foxhole, then why not? Yes, open this up, and we get something quite cool inside it. As I say, it's a unique item. It is The platform chart. Now you can find platforms out on the high seas. Open the chart on the map screen to view it. So that's kind of cool. You can see what it looks like there. Shows you where all the platforms are, how many they come in. The only thing is, much like the submarine chart, it does not cross them off once you've visited them, so it's slightly annoying. So it can help you if you're going for 100%, but you need to keep track of the ones you've been to yourself, which is slightly annoying. But obviously I will be... Every platform that has like a unique item, like a heart piece or a treasure chart or something, I will obviously be going through on this. But other than that, that's pretty much exactly 20 minutes, so I'm going to call the episode there. So thank you very much for watching this episode of Wind Waker. I have been the Doctor with the Infamous Gentleman, and I hope you'll join me next time. We're going to do a bit more exploring around the Great Sea, and then hopefully we'll get on to fight Ganondorf with our newly obtained fancy sword. So, good day, and I hope you'll join me next time. Good day. Said that way too many times, but oh well. Good day.